Today we are going to talk about better buy. So the question that we're going to be asking is, which is a better deal? So we are going to look at the prices of objects and compare the price and see which is a better deal for us. So we are strictly going to go off of what's cheaper, so which costs less money. Remember that this is just for learning purposes, and we are strictly comparing the numbers, not the quality of the product at this point. Okay, so the first one says that two local grocery stores are selling oranges. Okay, so what we're comparing today are oranges. Pick and Save is selling 15 oranges for $3.60, while Sendix is selling 8 oranges for $1.76. And we want to know which is the better deal. So we need to compare Pick and Save's oranges to Sendix oranges. As of right now, though, all these numbers don't match. So what we need to do is find the unit price per orange, okay? So we want to know how much one orange at each of these places is so we can determine which is the better deal. So I'm going to go ahead and start by labeling. So we have one store, which is Pick and Save, and the other, which is Sendix. I want to make sure to label always, so that I can go back and easily see which is which. Then I move to my word ratio. So the word ratio needs to be the same for each. Writing the word ratio will help us so that we keep everything organized and make sure that we're setting up our problems the same for each store. Typically, your money is going to be on the top. And the reason for that is we want to know how much money it is for one orange. We don't want to know how much orange we can get for $1 if this was reversed. If we had dollar on the bottom, we would be getting to $1. But that potentially would lead us to having only part of an orange, which you can't buy. So we want the orange to be on the bottom, 1 unit, 1 orange. So like I said, that needs to be the same on the top and the bottom. Okay, so word ratio comes first. So let's start here. So you're going to have your label, your word ratio. Next, you're going to have your rate. Okay, so we're going to pull directly from the story problem. Pick and Save is selling 15 oranges. So 15 oranges for $3.60. Again, money's on top. We follow our word ratio. So that's our rate for Pick and Save. Now I need my rate for Sendix, which is 8 oranges for $1.76. After we have our rate, we need to get to our unit rate. And we do that by showing our work. Okay, so how do I get from 8 oranges to 1 orange and 15 oranges to 1 orange? Well, for Pick and Save, I divide both the numerator and the denominator by 15. 15 divided by 15 will get me 1 orange. Because I divide my denominator by 15, I divide my numerator by 15 as well. Down here, what do? I divide by 8 over 8. And now I simply do my division, and I can do that with my calculator. So $3.60 divided by 15 on my calculator gets me 24 cents for 1 orange. 1 orange will cost me 24 cents. At Sendix, $1.76 divided by 8 leaves me with 22 cents per 1 orange. So now I ask myself, okay, which one is a better deal? Which one has a cheaper price, while Sendix costs 22 cents, which is 2 cents more. So I would say Sendix has a better deal. And that's that. Okay, so a lot of work, but this is something that you will use in real life. So you will use this outside of math class a lot, comparing prices at different stores, all sorts of things. So this is very useful, and it should just become kind of natural, like what the next step is. Okay, let's try a second one together. It says a shoe store was having a sale where 2 pairs of brand A shoes cost $23.10 and 3 pairs of brand B shoes cost $35.85. Which brand is the better buy? So our first step, again, is to do that labeling. So we would just write brand A and brand B. What's our next step? Word ratio, always. What do we typically want on the top? Our money. We want money on the top because I don't want to know how much shoe I can buy for $1. It'd be part of a shoe. We can't buy part of shoe. So we want to the money on top so we can find out how much one unit costs, which is, in this case, shoes. All right. After we have our word ratio, we move on to our rate for each of the stores, brands. So two pairs costs $23.10. And 3 pairs, again, making sure shoes, 3 pairs of shoes, they have to stay together. All of the denominator should be shoes. B costs $35.85. After that, I determine how I'm going to get to 1 pair. Up here, I'm going to divide by 2 over 2. And down here, I'll divide by 3 over 3. Again, I take out my calculator and I say 23.10 divided by 2, which will get me $11.55. And $35.85 divided by 3 gets me $11.95. Now, yes, you can use your calculator to get you to this. Totally fine. However, I do need to see the setup. I need to see the labels, the word ratio, the rates, the division, and the final unit rate. Our last step is to compare. So I've got $11.55 and $11.95. Which one is a cheaper price? Well, this one is 40 cents cheaper. So brand A has a better deal. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to have you pause the video right here, and you are going to go ahead and tell me about these 2 fast food joints. Fast food joint sells 5 boxes of chicken nuggets for $33.90, and another one sells 4 boxes of chicken fingers for $26.88. And we want to know which has the better unit price. You're going to pause the video and then type which one has the better price and an explanation into the box.